Okay, hello guys, welcome to Crochet Wednesday. Yes, Cream, Crochet Wednesday. Get the smallest yarn you can find for this, a 4mm hook. Your yarn should easily fit on the 4mm hook with a little bit of extra room, as you can sort of see if I can get my hook oriented right. Like this. Okay. This is a bookmark, by the way, if you didn't read the title. Love you, Cream. Oh yeah, this is Cream. For those of you who don't know, this is my baby, my girl. Look at you. You're so happy, aren't you? I've been singing to her, so she's extra friendly today. And this is Ducky. Kind of just exists. It's my friend. So it's Cream. Look at her. She's getting fur back. But anyways, so then you're going to tie your yarn onto your hook. This is a very, very simple, very fast 2-row repeat. I think it's called 2-row repeat. The first row is setting up for the rest of it, and the rest of it has the exact same stitch, which is a herringbone stitch. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, I'll teach you if I can get this tied. None of this will be sped up. It is all in real time. So you'll see exactly how fast this works up. Okay, you're going to want to chain yourself. Well, first of all, you got to get your hand right. This is my left hand, so for everyone that's not a lefty, I don't know. Maybe mirror the video. I don't know how that works. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Lay your yarn across your hand, pull up your pinky, wrap it around underneath, like that, and then once you get back to the front, pull it behind your 3 fingers, like this, and in front. And with your left hand, grip your tail. And now to do a chain stitch, we pull this little bit of yarn right here, straight through. It might take a few tries. Always remember, middle finger and thumb holds your end. Working yarn should be pulled tight. And pull it through. Angling down a little bit pulls it through easier. And then, I'm too close. If you twist your hook where your open end is out like this, and hook it around and then turn it in towards you. So your hook should be on the side of your yarn facing you with a loop over it. That is really hard to see from this angle. Hold up. Like this. So, like this. What did I do? Like that. Then twist your hook where it is down again and pull that yarn through. Do that again. 5 times. It should be about an inch long. Now you've got 5 chains. And now go ahead and make 2 more. Okay. And not in the first little heart from your hook, but the second one, this one right here, we're going to put our hook in the center of it. I'm in the wrong stitch. This one, there should be 5 away from you, away from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did not make enough. It's okay, it happens. There we go. And then there, I corrected my mistake. Now you're going to pull, oh wait, hold up. I did that wrong, that's a single. Cream, get off of me, this hurts. Come on, get off, ow, ow, ow. You've got claws, Cream. No, you don't get to lay on me. That's not nice. Sorry about that. You're actually going to want to make a loop around like you're doing a chain stitch. Do not pull it through and then put your hook. So you should have 3 loops currently on your hook. and you are going to pull one loop through, still have 3, then pull one loop like you're doing a chain, but pull it through 2 loops, and that is half of the stitch. Then you are going to do that again to finish off a double crochet. You should have something that looks like this. It's very confusing, I know. This next part is going to get even more confusing. I'm sorry about the crappy camera angle. There should be a V right there. This is on the side view. The front view, it looks like that. It's not focusing on my hands, kind of focusing on the background. Hold up, let me see if I can fix that. There we go. It should look like that. And right there, right above my nail, is that V. Turning it the wrong way. Okay, hold up. How do I turn this? There. This is very hard to do. Right there is the V you want to work into. So put your hook into that spot. It can be a bit tricky at first, but you're going to put your hook through that V and pull up a loop. Just one. The second loop is going to be worked into the next stitch. Okay, you should have something that looks like this now. And then pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay? Now it should look like this. And then we're going to do that again. Locate your V. V. And stick your hook. Pull up a loop. In the next stitch, pull up another loop. Should look like this. Let me move my knuckle. Should look like this. Then pull through 2 loops and pull through 2 loops. This would be easier to demonstrate on thicker yarn, but I'm making a bookmark. And then you're going to do that again. Again, locate that V. A little trick that I've discovered is there is this loop in the front. That is right behind that is the V that you want to work into. And pull up a loop. In the next stitch, pull up another loop. So you should have something like this. Then pull through 2 and pull through 2. And then again, find that little bar, go behind it, and find your V. For another visualizer, here is a dead-on view of that V. It's kind of hard to see, kind of just looks like 2 parallel lines, and now that I actually look at it. Pulling up a loop, the next stitch, pulling up another loop. Again, you should have something that looks like this. This is very hard to see. I just realized what a crappy yarn choice this was. And then pull through and pull through 2. Again, find that V, pull up a loop, next stitch, pull up another loop, and since we're at the end, we're working with this tail. So just tuck that up into your working yarn and pull up a loop, and then now this, you want to pull it inside of your hook, so that way when you pull through, it kind of tucks itself in. If it doesn't work the first time, that is okay, because now we are at the end of the row. We take our hook out to get a cleaner finish, insert it in the other way after we turn our work, and then we chain 1 and chain 2. Remember, a chain is just pulling your working yarn in to the hook. And then here we are going to insert into that first chain. So right here is the first stitch of our last row, and in this V up here, 1/2 of it, we are going to have our hook. Like that. That is really hard to show. Like that. Then we are going to pull up our loop. This acts as our first double, and then if you've still got a little sprig like I do, pull that over before you pull up your loop and it will tuck it into the stitch. And then pull through 2 and pull through 2. And then you are going to do that again for the whole row as many times as you need to have a bookmark. I'm doing 10. Seems pretty decent. So that would be about, it's 5 stitches times 10 is 50, plus the base 5 is 55, plus 2 per row, which is 20. So it is 55 plus 20 is 75. It's 75 stitches. That sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Because after you've finished the second row, working it up, you've already got, hold up, let me finish this row. Once you've 1, 2, 3, 4, oh no, that was the end of the row. You've already got 5, 10, 15 including the base, 16, 17 for that chain, and 18 and 19 for that chain. 2 rows, and you've already got 19 stitches. It's not all that hard. It can be a little overwhelming. I did not turn my piece. That is okay. Remember, crochet, like any art, takes practice. I am also using a color changing yarn, so this is going to be really pretty when I'm finished. I am already on row 3. If you are not already on row 3, that is okay. I have been crocheting for 2 years. You do not need to compare yourself to me, because that would not be fair, especially if you're just starting out. All that I do every day is I crochet. So, I have tons of practice. Don't let my speed discourage you from getting your own. Now, stitching can vary. Ow! Cream! Stop with the claws! That hurts! I tell you this every day. No, you're not going to lay on me. Not with them claws. That's not nice. Stitching size can vary, as you can see. Even in my piece where I've been crocheting for a while, my first row is a lot wider than my other rows, and that's because of tension. To keep nice straight rows, you have to keep the same tension, so that means you have to keep your hand exactly the same way the entire piece. Excuse me, which is really hard to do. So it's gonna look a little bit weird, and that's the beauty of crochet. It's unique. No 2 pieces are the same, even if they're made by the same person. And mistakes happen. They're beautiful. Just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you should give up. It just means you have more room to grow. And crochet is unique in a sense of it cannot be manufactured. And what I mean by that is there is no robot that can crochet. There are knitting machines and weaving machines, but there is no crochet machine. Cream, stop with the claws! Get off! Stop being mean! I should not have to tell you this 20 times a day. Put the claws away, Cream. That is not nice. You do not claw people. Sorry, again. I've clipped her claws. She repeatedly lays on me, and she does this constantly. She's constantly moving her back legs and clawing me. So this is, I am on row 4. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm on row 4. And it is already about a good 2 inches. See, look at that. Look how pretty that is. And I'm only doing 10. Remember at the beginning of each row to take your hook out, flip your piece, and then put your hook back in. And then do your chains. It's much easier to work up that way. I used this stitch to make an entire scarf. It's a very simple, very fast stitch. Don't feel bad if you can't get it or if you can't crochet as fast as I do. I do this based off of muscle memory, which if you crochet for long enough, you will also get. Now this is my favorite yarn that I like to use for little projects where I need very fine detailing. It's Sugar and Cream yarn, I'm pretty sure is the brand name. I don't have the outside for it, but it's wrapped like this. Most of them are color gradients. It's like 89 cents at my Walmart, my local Walmart for this. I'd say it's a good 100 yards at least. I don't know. These didn't come with wrappers. I got them from my sister. So, yeah. It's got a nice gradient. It's soft, but not too soft. I don't like yarns that are overly soft, like plush yarns. I don't like those, or velvet yarns. They tend to be slicker in the hand and harder to work. But if you like them, that's okay. I also use acrylic yarn for pretty much everything because it's cheap and it's machine washable. And everyone likes to crap on it. It does not melt in the dryer. Hold up, I made that. Okay, that, don't mind the mysterious stain on the wall. I can't get that off. Not the purple dress. I made the blue one. It took me about 2 weeks to do. I did simple, solid granny squares. And for the expanders and the top and bottom, I did I believe it's called a picnic stitch. I'm not sure. It's basically like a bunch of chain rows stuck together. I will make a video on how to do that once I figure out how to show how to do that. It's a really intense stitch. You can do it with any number of chains. It's really simple. I think I might put a little bit of that on the very end of this bookmark, so stick around. I'll put that for the last 2 because I do kind of want it to poke out of the book a little. In case you guys are wondering, Lucky is asleep under the blanket, and if you're wondering about the other cats, I'm sorry you guys don't get to see them anymore. They died, which is really sad. I made memorial videos if you guys would like to watch those with all their most beautiful moments. They're on my shorts page. It's hard when you lose a pet. That's why it took so long to come back. Originally, I was only going to take a week, and then it turned into 2, and then it turned into 3, and I don't know how long it's been. But I'm back. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm thriving. I'm not. I don't sleep anymore. Well, I do. I sleep when I have to. This is 6 rows, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6 rows. The edges are not completely straight, but again, that's a tension thing. If I wanted to do this slower and spend an entire hour on it, I could have perfectly straight rows, perfect tension, but I don't want to do that. Because who wants to spend that long on a project? Especially, let's be honest, one that I'm probably going to lose in 2 weeks anyways. Now, I can't see the yarn that I'm working with, like, at all, because I don't have my glasses, and I'm kind of blind. I lost them somewhere at school today, so hopefully they turn up. If not, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll probably be fine. I just squint a little. It's fine. I'm doing this completely off of muscle memory. That's another reason why my tension is so bad, because I can't see. It's also why I'm kind of looking at it weird. Sitting at a bad angle. Okay, that row makes 7. And 8. Look at that beautiful gradient. We've got some spots of the darker blue there, starting to get into it up here. Oh, it's gorgeous. I've got this much string left until it becomes another gorgeous round of blue. But I don't think I'll get another gorgeous round of blue in here. 1, 2. I hope so. That would be nice. And this one is row 9, I think. I'm pretty sure that I've got to count again. I'm really bad at numbers. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, and if you guys haven't noticed, I got my braces off. Yeah, now I get a beautiful smile. Sorry to all those who wanted to watch them come off. I was not allowed to film that. Also, I was really sick. So, kind of glad I didn't film it. Y'all would have heard a lot of coughing. I was choking on my spit. But that's only because I had just eaten and they used toothpaste on my teeth. And my body said, hey, let's eat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was right, 'tis 9. So this is my last row. 2. You coming back, Cream? Oh, where you going? She's standing just out of the frame. Y'all are gonna think I'm insane. Oh my gosh, those kittens are loud. Okay, there we go. This is 10 rows. It's kind of twisted, but that's okay. It's really thin. It won't hold your book open all that much if you use tiny little yarn and whatever fits a 4mm hook. Or I should say an E because it says 4-350mm. I don't know what that's about, but I think it's a 4. Okay, and now, let me get up in here real close. I'm going to slip stitch over 1, which a slip stitch is you pull up a loop and you pull it through, straight through. And then I'm going to do that one more time. So I've got 3 stitches left in my row. Okay, should be in the middle. Then I'm going to chain up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I like that. I like how long that is. It's pretty decent. I can fit it around a couple pages. Easy to know where my spot is and where I want to go to. Okay, now the difficult step to this stitch. Every single chain, you're going to pull up a loop. All of them. All 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, because the 7th stitch is technically a loop. So you should have 7 loops on your hook like that. And then in the next stitch, which should be your middle stitch in your thing if you did 5, pull up another loop. And then every second, every time you pull up a loop, you're going to pull through 2 stitches. So pull up a loop, pull through 2, 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 and then pull up a loop, pull through your final 2. And you'll get something like that on the back. Very weird. But on the front, it kind of looks like a picnic basket. And now I'm going to do that one more time because this looks wonky. So how do you do that? Well, there are these cross pieces right there. And in every one of those, you are going to insert your hook through it, pull up a loop, and do that all the way down. You should have the same amount of loops. The bottom one can be a bit difficult. You gotta kind of rock your hook a little, and that will give you 7 again. And then in the next spot, you're going to put your hook, pull up a loop, but you're going to pull through the first one, okay? Just trust me on this. This is a trust me, bro. And the second one. It'll kind of mimic the other side, and then you'll do your pull through 2s. Okay. And that will leave you with something like this. It's kind of a little lopsided, but that's okay. It's crochet. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then if you wanted to keep going, there's these little holes here now, and every one of those you keep sticking your hook through and pulling up loops. But that is not what we're going to do. Instead, we're going to turn our piece and slip 1 so that way we're in the center. Well, no, slip 2. That's not exactly the center. There we go, that is. Slip 2. So that way you've got something like this. Okay, like this. And then grab your scissors. I don't know where mine are. Hold on a second. I also lost those at school today, so let me grab a pair of my spares. I've got so many. Ugh. Sorry for the loud noises. No cream. Cream. Okay, and then you're going to take this and put your project up at the very top of your hook, as if you are about to make another chain. Cream, move your butt. Okay, and then take this yarn, put it down about 6 inches. If you don't know how much 6 inches is, it's about a normal sized crochet hook. Cream, move. Stop it. It's about a normal sized crochet hook. And cut it. Oh no, these scissors are dull. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, this is the end of the project, so we are going to fasten it off. And how I do that, me personally, on my project, I pull up a little bit, and that's why I leave 6 inches. And then I pull through to make a chain, but I pull the yarn all the way through. I can't show you that again because, well, I pulled it all the way through. And it should make a really tight knot. Like, that ain't going nowhere unless you pull it the other way, which is why we're still going to wrap it around our finger like this, like you're tying a balloon, and then pull your yarn up in the front of your finger and then pull it through. And then we're going to do that 2 more times, and that will secure our slip knot. It's okay if you get the end of the project, just kind of stick your hook under it, and it should pop free, like that. You probably could not see that. I do apologize. And the final knot. Okay. And this is the finished bookmark. I know it looks kind of sad, kind of like a bottle, but it's really interesting how you use one of these. So hold on, because this isn't a normal bookmark. This is a bookmark with a place marker to stop, as well as one to hold the current page you're on. So there we go. Sealing that up because I'm going to be using that for future projects. Where is my book? There it is. Of course, borrowed book, so you don't get to see the cover. Turning to a random page. Okay, this page. Say that's where we are currently at. We put our bookmark in there, close it. But that's not all. You could leave it like this and have that sticking out, or you could turn a few more pages. Say I want to read 5. So then I count. Oh, I'll just go to the next chapter because that's easier. So then I do that, and I fold this piece, this short little piece, inside of that. And I pull this so it stays. And see? Nice and flat. And so when you're reading, you can open where you are, pull that down, and it doesn't fall out because you've got that extra bit of string. That's why we didn't weave in the end. Now, of course, this isn't where I am in the book. I'm much farther than this. No, I'm not that. I'm not much farther than that. I'm like 3 pages back. But that is how you use one of these bookmarks. And see, it lays mostly flat. Sorry for the ASMR about that. Ugh, my nose is itching. Cream is sitting right there. But yeah, that's a bookmark. And if you guys were wondering what book I am currently reading and what book is on the cover of this video, it is The Passion of Dulce. It's a really good book. Let me tell you about it. I haven't finished reading it, so I can't tell you the whole book. So there are no spoilers for the ending. So basically, I think it's a dude who wrote this. He was going through old accounts after, I think it was the Pope died, and putting together some people's stories. This lady, she was tried for heresy, and it's the story of her life. I think before and after it, kind of. But she got tried for heresy. And I'm currently at the part where she's getting the wine vineyard, and she's about to go get the current owners. I think they're her sister's kids that were orphaned because her sister died recently. So the lady is about to go on that trip. That's going to be really interesting. And that's as far as I've gotten. I've gotten to where she was tried for heresy, which is surprisingly before it. So I don't know if it's like a flash forward, flash backwards kind of thing. I think it's just kind of the events afterwards. I don't know for sure. It's kind of hard to understand. It mixes in a few French words here and there, like girls and guys. And yes and no, they use the French words for it. I think it's French. I'm pretty sure it's French. Might be Italian. I'm not a language person, okay? I don't know how to tell what language is what. Because a lot of languages have very similar words. So, yeah. But anyways, that's how you make a bookmark. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a good day or night, wherever you are. Don't forget, get a snack, get a drink, go outside, get some fresh air. You deserve it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Love y'all.